Well, thanks for staying with us on Trading Hour on CNBC TV18. For now, we're discussing a lot of the buzzing stocks. In case you missed out on them, some of these auto companies are in focus after reporting their sales numbers for the month of October. The ones that have come out first up is Bajaj Auto. Now, the numbers are looking weak. There's no other way to slice it. It's because of the fall in exports that the overall numbers were dragged down. Total sales down 10% for Bajaj Auto and exports are down 31%. Both two-wheeler and commercial vehicle exports have been under pressure, while domestic sales have looked pretty good, up about 11%. Now, the management, when we spoke to them, said it will take a couple of more quarters before normalcy returns in the export market, so they don't have any clarity on that. But they say that exports are improving compared to what we saw in the preceding few months. The shipments, though, are running behind retail at the moment. And I think what the street likes today is the fact that the domestic market is improving. So they do say that they had a robust festive season this time around in domestic retails. The upper half, 50% of the industry, is growing at twice the rate. So the premium end of the market is looking very good, and that's something that we know has taken place. And the three-wheeler electric vehicle, which is the much anticipated launch from Bajaj Auto, will happen in March of 2023. Let's move on to Escorts Kubota. Now, over there, the numbers have looked very good. It's a strong volume growth, 7.5% year-on-year, 18% month-on-month. Domestic sales are looking good. And the company commentary is very positive. They say festive demand was good, led by above-normal monsoon and high water reservoir levels. And for the coming Rabi season, all macroeconomic factors remain quite favorable. The only overhang really is the unabsorbed commodity inflation that remains a concern. So just take a look at the trajectory of sales. From a low of 5,300 units in July, it's come all the way up to about 15,000 in the month of October. Then why is the stock falling? That's purely because it's profit-taking. The stock has had a very good run-up and now money is being taken off the table. So that's the list of numbers that have come out so far, awaiting the other the sales.
All right. In the meanwhile, then, let's take stock of the market technicals. Mitessh Thakkar of earningswave.com joins us for a technical check on the markets. Mitessh, morning. Not really given any investor or trader to enter into the market after the gap up opening. Things have been fairly steady so far. What's the trading approach right now as we speak?
So, morning, Rima. I think the good thing is that we cleared the earlier height, which was on the 13th of September. We got a high of around 18,090, 18,088, and we cleared that with a gap and we are sustaining. So I think now traders can look to trail their stop loss about this level or just 10 points below it. 18,080.75 is what I recommend. And I think, we are now also just marginally above the trend line, which if you join all the highs which the index has made on the weekly chart for the last 1 year, about 4 or 5 of them, we are now trading above that. So I think this looks like a breakout. The first pivot is at about 18,250, but the logical targets would be somewhere in the range of about 18,380 to begin with, but 18,670 the all-time high could be, 18,604 the all-time high could be revisited. So my sense is that I think, prepare for further upsides happening over here. This is clearly a market which is trading with positive bias, and there's good sectoral rotation happening as well. So stay long and just trade your stop loss about 18,075.
Okay. On individual stocks, I wanted your thoughts. I mean, what are the stocks, of course, that you're looking at? But also any of these names that you trade for a pop, some of these platform companies, whether it's Nike, Delivery. I know it's very, very volatile, so you could burn your fingers both ways. But Mitessh, your thoughts here?
So, Sonia, I think Delivery is something, which has caught my attention purely because of the fact that it is bouncing back from extremely oversold levels. So a trade can be taken. The risk-reward entry point is slightly better placed. Nike had a rally yesterday, so now entering may not be a good idea. Delivery, I think, keeping a stop at about 365, we can still look for this bounce back to possibly extend to about levels of 410, 415 on the upside. But that apart, the Nifty Pharma Index, which is on my radar today, is making a fresh high with good breakout taking place on most of the charts. So I have 2 buys over there. Glenmark is a buy with a stop at about 408 for targets of 425. And Cipla is a buy as well. Keep a stop at about levels of 1163 here and look for targets of around 1210.
Thank you very much for that. Get into a break. On the other side, a whole host of